And I think I'm doing this correctly. It's not letting me do this shit. Why can't I go live?
I think we are live on something, even though it may not be live.
Go live.
We're definitely live.
We're live on Instagram.
Okay.
Wow. We did it. We actually did it. That's crazy. We're actually live on Instagram right now.
Jarquez is what you call a worry wart, for those who don't know. Just thought I'd let y'all know that. It's time.
Are you mad? Are you mad? You sound mad.
You're definitely a worry wart.
Well, guess what? This is our first time on Instagram Live, guys.
What's good, Insta? What's good, the book? Enforcer, what's good, bro?
We're not gonna be able to see the comments though from Instagram, but you know we are tuned in. We are tuned in.
Make sure y'all go crazy over there too. Listen, Linda. This is your favorite wrestling podcast to start your wrestling week, and it is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. We're here every Thursday night at 7:30 ish. Although tonight we were kind of pretty on time. We just were trying to figure out a little live situation. So forget the ish. It's 7:30. It's a new year. We're gonna be here at 7:30 on the dot.
And it's the last show of the year, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna be on time. Like Jaquez emoji should really be when he uses it on social media. Jaquez uses the darkest complexion for his emojis on social media, bro. It's like he's trying to tell us he's black.
This is what we're starting with. This is what the fuck we're starting with. Thank you.
Because you didn't respond to me when I said it on Facebook, and I don't like that.
You do that, right?
Why do I need to respond to you?
He does do that. He makes his emojis milk chocolate.
Well, your emojis are black because you aren't. Right?
Shout out to Lady Star. I see her over there on Instagram right now. You're watching us. This is dope. This is dope. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to address the dark emoji in the room.
No, okay. I don't, because I don't. All right. I don't, because I know I'm black. I'm blacker than dark hint, and that's that.
Half European, half Egyptian emoji, right?
So you show it through your emoji. Yeah, that's weird, bro. Just use the yellow one. Yo, shout out to everybody who's tuning in on Instagram Live, on Facebook, on YouTube, because we're on all these places at one time, because we're the fastest growing wrestling podcast. We didn't win an award locally, but we're locally the biggest podcast. And this is not a brag. This is a humble brag. And I still want to know.
Humble one with a cumble bun.
You know, and I still want to know why Ja won't answer me about why he uses dark emoji.
I'm not answering you on shit. Because fuck you right now. Okay, that's exactly how I feel. F you. All right? F you.
He's gonna get us kicked off the gram, by the way, too, before we even start. Because
how am I gonna get us kicked? I know we can only do this for an hour on the gram. Shout out to everybody who's on the gram.
People down for random stuff. You drop a lot of F-bombs. The gram gonna get us.
I mean, you know, maybe this will be the time, you know, that I actually try to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Not curse all the time, you know?
Well, that's not going to happen.
Right?
And who asked you? Who asked you?
I'm just saying.
So Instagram Live, it's been a good one. It's maybe the first night and last night, thanks to Jaquez. But we're here. And if, you know, and I'm as dark as Jaquez emojis. So thumbs up emoji to you.
I just want to say, I hate you so much sometimes. Like,
Y'all know what this is. I am Jared All-Star, the Holy Heel. I am joined by the one and only Jaquez, Mr. FYF, and Dark Kent. Shout out to all the Dark Kent guys who are tuning in. For those who aren't familiar, first we give you a pre-show. We give you a little banter. Tonight we're talking about Jaquez appropriating his race and his emojis. So we give you a little banter. We wait for y'all to log on a little bit, and then we get right to the business. For those who don't know, Jaquez is Canadian.
I'm not Canadian, okay?
French Canadian?
I'm not Canadian, not French Canadian at this point. All right. Right now, I'm just going to be the person that's trying to not just get kicked off, but you guys keep Pissing me off. I promise we were going to get kicked off of Instagram. And I'm not going to hear no complaints about it because there's only going to be one person's fault this was. And that's Jared All-Star, a.k.a. the freaking babyface heel, a.k.a. the guy that likes talking trash, a.k.a. the one that gets on my damn nerves, a.k.a. I am sick and tired of this guy, a.k.a. middle finger you. Okay? Middle finger you, since I can't say the other word.
I'm not a babyface anymore, bro. For those who know, Jack Perry.
Heel, bro.
Yeah, it's been the holy heel for a while. Shout out to Jack Perry. Shout out to the Enforcer who got all of the albums, Jared All-Star albums. I dropped 3 of those this month, y'all. Thank you to everybody.
All fire.
Thank you to everybody who went and got those albums. Jack Quaid emoji.
Bah humbug.
Jared, the question that I have to ask you is,
oh my God,
does it get tiring dropping so many records?
Here goes the glazing.
And being
it's not really glazing. These are facts.
These are glazing.
I'm gonna be honest. It does get tiring. It really does. Jacquez is about to drop something finally, so he'll start to understand the tiring. He was getting tired, not dropping anything. That was the crazy thing.
Dude, it's not glazing. I've seen Jared All-Star work, and this dude can write.
Yeah, we know you're glazing. That's okay.
For 18 people, male, female, whatever.
Glaze.
Make beat, write the chorus, mix the whole song.
Donuts glazing.
Jared's a one-stop shop when it comes to music.
Extra glaze.
Thank you, bro.
But
it's not like a hater, John. And when your music drops, we're gonna give you the same support. So I don't know why you would hate. And
no, you're not. No, you're not.
And this is why we do this. We mean we're not. I'm the one that helped you with your cover yesterday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm done talking to this guy. Anyway, shout out to Sin, who produced for the Humble Ones, which came out, the God Report released, and the Getting Money Hater Club dropped on Christmas. Yeah, man, I need y'all to go grab those.
If you have Spotify, you have iTunes, Apple Music.
I'm ready to start this.
We also got a video coming out. We also got a video coming out for the Humble Ones.
Oh, wow.
We need a few more people before we start this show. Jacquez is Canadian. I know y'all didn't know that.
I hate you guys.
I know y'all didn't know that. His OnlyFans is La Petite.
All right.
See, even little Maddie is not even like trying to even hear that. So, are you done?
What? La Petite. Everybody knows. Dan, is Dan here tonight? Dan, can you please tell the people in the chat how they can reach Jacquez's OnlyFans? And then we'll start the show. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I hope everybody is enjoying their holiday. I pray you all have prosperous New Year's. All of that. But I'm on one because
I hate you guys for the new year. I hope every single one of you have a bad new year.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to be the holy heel. I don't. And then the thing about it is, if Jack Perry is the devil character, then I'm going to be an even healer person. Like, then I got to turn the heel up a notch.
Shout out to everybody that's tuned in on the Instagram Live. I'm just looking at this right now. This is dope. I cannot believe that we're actually on Instagram Live right now.
Everybody on Instagram Live put Jacquez emojis. Those are emojis that are darker than you. Choose an emoji.
You know what?
Complexion than you. And
how about I just start the show? That sounds like a plan to me.
Everybody share an emoji darker than you right now. Share.
Yo, Kendall. Watch your mouth. Don't nobody got no damn OnlyFans. All right, I don't have no OnlyFans. Stop telling people I have an OF. All right, this is like y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta really chill.
Use an emoji darker than your skin complexion. That's called the Jacquez. Everybody do that right now. Wow. Any emoji, as long as it's darker than you, just use that one.
On Instagram, therealsin.com says I have an OnlyFans. Okay,
that's hilarious.
You know what? On that note, I'm about ready to start the show.
Oh, these emojis are darker than you? That's hilarious because they're purple.
Well, guys, welcome to the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. All right, time to start the show. We are here every Thursday.
Dan, thank you for sharing the OnlyFans. For those who didn't know, Ja had a...
Thank you. We will be here every Stop putting the damn comment up. We will be here every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. ish. The Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. This is our first time being live on Instagram. Sin said he has an OnlyFans with my mom's, and I'm going to redact him, which is a word that I cannot say right now because we're on Instagram Live. But you know, we are on Instagram Live, so yeah. Anyway, let's get the show started. Like I said, we're here every week, every Thursday. This is I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this, but this is going to be my last show. Okay, this is my last show. I'm not going into the year with these people. Okay, I'm letting it be known right now. I hate it here. Okay, I want out. So let's start the damn show. Jesus, take the comment off. Annoying. God.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Doing great?
Howdy doody.
You know why? Because we're here.
It's the holy heel. I'm feeling extra heelish tonight.
Why do you have a lollipop?
It's a Tootsie Pop. See, I don't like how I feel like you're being racist from the gate. This is a Tootsie Pop. There's chocolate in here. This ain't just candy. This ain't just white sugar. This is a Tootsie Pop.
Hey, listen, whatever you like sucking on, you like sucking on, man. That's you. That's between you and your candy distributor.
Phrasing. Phrasing.
Oh man! All right, guys. Well, like I said, welcome to the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. We're here every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. ish, around there. This is our first time being on Instagram Live, so shout out to everybody that's watching us over there on Instagram Live. All right. I can't believe that we're able to do this. Shout out to StreamYard for changing their stuff. So with that being said, like I said, you guys can definitely tune into us every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. You can check us out on Facebook. You can check us out on Instagram at the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast _ there. Let me just move that. So, yeah, and on YouTube is at the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. On Twitch, if we're live on Twitch, it will be at WHOISQU3Z, or you guys can just scan the QR code right there in the corner. Yeah. So it is the last show of the year. How's everybody's Christmas?
We are 9 episodes away from 100 episodes. It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Got some music to play, by the way.
When you see how far we've come, and I'm so grateful to my brothers. I'm so grateful to all of y'all who tune in to us. By the way, y'all should have been shared this. Only 2 of y'all like this, but at least 20 of y'all been in here already. There'd be like 323 people, and y'all be leaving us with like 4 or 5 likes. I'm gonna say it. Now we're gonna talk about it because I don't like it. And I told you I'm extra heelish tonight. So go ahead and share this tonight. Durkin, thank you for the congratulations, but share it. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and share it tonight. It's like that. It's the last one of the year. I still ain't seen Jack Perry. My status has been free Jack Perry for 2 months now, and I don't understand. So if he's not the devil, then that means the devil is a liar, and I have a serious problem. I thought
you knew that already, but okay.
With why Jack Perry is not involved in programming in AEW. That's all I'm saying.
Whatever you say, sir. All right. Well, you want to introduce yourself? You're Jared All-Star, aka Free Jack Perry. You're
hey man, it's the Holy Hill.
The dark cunt.
Well, as of 2 days ago, it's been pretty much set in stone that CM Punk is still the biggest draw in wrestling. Check the t-shirts, check the tickets. CM Punk's that guy. I've been saying it for years. He's the dude. Download that new All-Star album, please.
I can't. Right there.
What?
Right there. You got a little something around here. No, you got something around your mouth.
Yo, your head is extra clean tonight, bro. It is.
Hulk Hogan. Take your head off again.
It is Hulk Hogan.
Hey yo!
It is Hulk Hogan got baptized clean.
Yeah, we need 6 more ball heads. We basically collected all the Dragon Balls, bro. Like, what the fuck?
If Terry got dipped in the water clean. Like, it is so. Like,
you put Terry Crews in the dryer. There you go.
Bro.
Oh man.
Again, I can see my reflection. It's like having 3 computers. That's fire.
Wow.
CM Punk is the biggest star in wrestling.
You look like the Bullet from Mario Brothers.
I don't even have a comeback for that.
All right, you know what? It's time to play the games. But I'm going to separate it a little bit just so y'all know. Okay, just so y'all know. So first things first, let's just start off with a few games. All right. On a list ranking the greatest WWE superstars of all time, where would you place Brock Lesnar?
On a list of greatest WWE top 10.
We're in the top 10.
He's like 7, 8. 7, 8.
I'll put him in the top 20 at 11.
Between 20 and 25.
Whoa. Hold on. Move the picture. He's being disrespectful. Disrespectful alert. Disrespectful alert.
Here we go.
Bro, you are not putting Brock Lesnar in between 20 and 25. What are you talking about?
15 and 20.
Give him a number. Go ahead. Right now we have 8 and 11, which are respectable. Anybody thinks 8 and 11 ain't respectable, that's crazy. What is your number?
I'm not gonna name the people right away, but
no. We want a number,
Brock
bro.
Lesnar.
15.
All right. That's a stretch, but all right. Because can I think of 14 people that I could argue for being better? Possibly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to say Brock Lesnar is just a solid top 20 guy.
Absolutely. Top
right.
20, 100%.
All right. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to agree. He's a top 20 guy. If anybody had Brock in your top 5, that's weird. I've never heard that in my life.
You're bugging. Top 5, you're wild.
Weird. Never in my life have I heard that.
Even top 10. Top 10, you're bugging.
And yet we're talking all time. Even if I was talking modern era, he's still only top 15.
Top 15, but he's not in the top 10.
Let's move on.
Oh, that's smart, Dan. We start the year with our awards. I think we're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do, Dan.
Well,
we should do that.
Worst of and best of.
That's what we're gonna do, Dan.
Describe the WWE legend on your birth month without saying their name.
Wait, put the picture back up.
A fucking racist that should be dead.
Shout out to Terry for getting baptized.
Don't you start. It's my birthday month. I describe him. Go describe your own.
I think I'm cute.
Dude.
Wait. I know you're not like sucking on a lollipop. Gonna sit here talking about you think you cute.
I think I'm cute. You heard?
You think you're sexy? You got the looks.
The
drive the Saints. Wait, the drive the Saints wild. That's what you're telling me.
Hey, the remix. I'm gonna say that drive my wife wild. But, you know.
Oh, okay, heard you. What about you, Dark Kent? Describe yours.
Over, man. Austin, the greatest of all time.
They said describe him without saying his name.
Badass, drawing money, world champ.
Wait, Kimmy, you a Pisces? Oh no, not a Pisces. Run. Is the water time for him being dipped in the water? Because that's hilarious. And
First
then you win comment of the night.
Kimmy's my sign.
And then you win. Okay. And then you win comment of the night because Big Aquarius. Oh, we in the building. All right. Bet.
Yeah, Big Aquarius in the building.
Yeah. No, you good. No, you
Big
good.
Aquarius in the building.
No. I
Right?
love my Aquarius. I love my Capricorn. Them Pisces is different. And Pisces is different.
Yeah.
Pisces is different.
Dirk is a Pisces. He's the only one I can tolerate.
It's different.
Shout out to Durkin. Dirk is the only fucking Pisces I can tolerate.
Pisces is different.
Oh man. All right, let's move on. Pick the best era.
Attitude. This is silly. Next.
You're gonna say attitude. What do you say?
What is the era acknowledged as before the Attitude Era?
That's the new generation era.
Is it really?
Yes. So you have golden era, new generation, attitude, PG, current.
Okay. With that said, it is obviously new generation.
Ooh.
New generation is what commercialized wrestling. And if you don't think so, you don't understand wrestling.
No, absolutely not. The golden era commercialized wrestling.
They began it.
They commercialized wrestling. The new generation was, for the most part, a down period in wrestling.
Please bring this down. I gotta take Dark Kent to school because when he thinks he does this to me, I gotta take him to school. We on the bus. So the reason why the golden era really commercialized wrestling is simply because look at the wrestlers that were just in the picture. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart were two men that during the golden era would have never even gotten the time of day. They would have never seen a champion in their life. So what it did was make the modern man feel like they too could be wrestling champions, people of regular size, people that are regular in comparison than big behemoth statuesque men, meaty, slapping each other all day, and you knowing you could never be that because you're not a giant or you don't have these traits. It was regular people watching regular size
meaty men slapping man meat.
Star, what you're saying is 100% correct, but I
have a feeling he's about to say a but. Okay.
But in terms of star power, in terms of pop culture popularity, it was the golden era with Macho and Hogan. The new generation era was a down point for wrestling as a whole. You had people like the Goon, TL Hopper, whatever. And then the Attitude Era brought wrestling back to the forefront. Dude, Bret Hart's my favorite wrestler. But the new generation era wasn't great. It just wasn't.
Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you, Heel. And that's how I feel about the new generation. And that's exactly how I feel about the new generation. Because what this man is saying is incorrect. The Attitude Era decided to take the PG off and to be raunchy, and sex sells. So they won commercially at that time because they were selling sex. What the Golden Era did was bring children and people who looked at these men who didn't look like giants. It looked like their dads. It looked like their uncles. It looked like regular people, and it made you interested. It's when video games started popping. It's what like Doink the Clown is a new generation person, right? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about that. We're talking about when WrestleMania, the video game popped, and everybody was shaking everybody's hand, and they were being electrocuted in the ring. We're talking about when Shawn Michaels was the guy in that same game. We're talking about that. Only Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, and Undertaker were pushed after that. It was Golden Era wrestlers.
But Attitude was.
You got a rebuttal? Do you have a rebuttal, sir?
Child games.
Dude, Attitude Era was the era. Okay.
Shout out to Alice Kane, by the way, who just popped in. Boombaye. Just want to say that. All right. So, real quick. The only man, this is hot take a pancake on this one. The only man that can dethrone Gunther right now, I feel like they still have some scores to settle. What is your opinion about this? Do you think that Ilja can dethrone Gunther if he has the opportunity?
No. We're stretching it.
Wow.
Absolutely not.
We're stretching it.
What makes you say that?
What do you mean? Okay, Ilya has had a great year for NXT. Gunther has put himself in the top 3 discussion of greatest intercontinental champions of all time.
The whole time.
Two different discussions, 2 different tiers. We have no idea how the common WWE fan will accept Ilya, because only hardcore wrestling people watch NXT. We have no idea how the commercial wrestling fan will accept Ilya. And to be honest, track record would show he's going to fail, unfortunately, and he should stick to an NXT.
Okay.
I agree with Star wholeheartedly. Like, there's
Wholeheartedly.
Excuse me.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you said it right. No, just want to make sure you said it correctly. Just busting your chops. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on to the next one then. While we're at it. This is a Booker T thing. Booker T opinion alert. On the Hall of Fame podcast, here's what Booker had to say about Mercedes Moné below. You can go work in Japan all you want, but ain't nobody gonna know who you are in the States. Ain't nobody going to see those matches. Nobody's gonna realize how big your star power is here in the States working in Japan. That's just a fact. Stan Hansen was huge in Japan. He was a massive star in Japan. In the States, he was a star, but in Japan, he was a mega star. My thoughts, she is a star both in Japan and the States already. Her going to Japan made her gain a new fan base, which the other 4 horsewomen haven't done yet. So, do you feel like anything that he is saying has any merit? Because quite frankly,
every day IHOP has a sale from 3 to 6. IHOP is half off. You can get half off pancakes. And that's what we are offering y'all tonight. We're offering y'all half off pancakes. Mercedes was in Japan for a photo shoot and 2.5 matches. It was not long enough to cement no legacy or no following. All she did was go over there and perpetrate the Japanese culture without her husband, while making us feel like she was single and doing cosplay. Nobody's selling what Booker T is cooking. Booker T is the most annoying person who has one good thing about him, and that is the Trick Williams entrance.
Yeah.
Best ad-libs in the game.
Right.
Shout out to him.
I like it.
Pancake.
Oh, yeah, man.
Booker's looking for clicks right now, bro.
Pretty much. And the last hot take of pancake I'm going to do. Logan Paul has held this championship for 50 days and has not defended it. Is it safe to say that this was a waste of time?
Absolutely not. It's completely fine. Dude, no one is expecting Logan Paul to wrestle all the time. Logan Paul holding the U.S. title is elevating the U.S. title.
I just want to say, Kendall, that Ja acts like he has a problem when I talk about Mercedes not announcing or picturing or talking or tagging her husband at all at any time. Christmas just passed. We didn't even get a cuddly picture. Like,
can we get back to this? Before you get distracted? Do you feel this is a failure? Do you feel this is a failure?
Absolutely not. He unfortunately is probably the biggest star outside of Roman Reigns that WWE has, and CM Punk now. Sorry,
really?
CM Punk is there.
So you want to know?
Logan Paul is a top 3 draw in WWE.
Dude,
I'm gonna call cap. You know why? Because when you notice it now, and I brought this up in the Jobber Tears Facebook group. Shout out to everybody over there. When you look at this, the fact of the matter is, SmackDown has no champions. They have no champions. They literally have only one championship that's there. I'll take this off real quick. They literally only have one championship that's there, and that is the women's championship. And even that's not defended enough.
Did we not tell
So
you
the only one that basically is there is her. It's so bad that you had to have NXT titles defended on SmackDown. Where's the tag team championships? Are there any contenders? No.
I could have swore that we had this discussion when you brought this up last week. Nobody care. As long as there's stories, as long as we're getting decent matches on the SmackDown, and especially when Roman Reigns shows up, don't nobody care.
And not for nothing, Logan Paul having the U.S. title on podcasts at UFC fights. Wherever he goes, he brings the title with him. He's elevating.
How is that elevating the title without it being
because
it's giving it commercial exposure. It's money. Now we're talking about business.
Whoever beats Logan Paul is going to be a superstar.
Agreed, Ken.
Okay.
I agree with you.
You don't have to wrestle every week to make the title important.
You don't.
Oh,
Who remembers that Rey Mysterio was the champion? Because you're lying. Because then nobody cared about Rey Mysterio.
You know why nobody remembers that? It's due to the fact that nobody remembers anybody that holds that damn championship.
Okay.
Because the championship has no prestige to it. You want to know why? Why couldn't the U.S. title get the same type of respect that the Intercontinental Championship got?
But Ja, in your eyes,
answer that question.
You already have the Intercontinental Championship, 2 different championships.
But Ja, would it make more sense for Logan Paul to wrestle every night? And wrestle on house shows and shit?
I have a better question. Why did Logan Paul need the championship?
Because he's Logan Paul.
Are you serious right now?
Putting the U.S. title on Logan Paul does more for the U.S. title than it does for Logan Paul.
Bro, check this out. Check this out, bro. Check this out. If DNA wanted to be a co-host on this show, I'm firing Dark Kent for you. And DNA is gonna be the third person. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
That's business.
Heard. Got it. So, we'll get the toothless DNA. Heard you. It's totally fine. Shout out to DNA. You know what I'm saying? But
who has a show that is very popular because
yes, he is.
The Attitude Era. Shout out to DNA.
All right. So you guys think your way, I think my way.
I would never replace you, bro. You know better than that. You look like you got hurt when I said that. And I already called you the bullet for Mario, so don't make me feel bad.
What's he gonna do?
Roasted.
Come back sad? Anyway. By the way, Roman Reigns has only wrestled 11 matches in 2023. Just want to put that out there. All right, so moving on. We're gonna get into a new segment because
you know what Roman Reigns has done? You know what Roman Reigns has done? Been mentioned every episode of this show. 11 matches. And somehow we have brought up the tribal chief every single episode of this show.
Shout out to I can't say the name, but FU Mel's on Instagram. But yeah, let's get into this new segment called The Best of Games.
We play the games and then the best of games?
The Best of Games. And you know what the Best of Games consist of?
I hope not.
Wrapping up this year. So let's do that real quick.
Let's do it.
Happy Festivus. Now time for airing grievances. What is your biggest grievance about wrestling?
The fans.
The fans.
And when I say the fans, I don't mean all the fans.
I mean all you fuckers.
I mean those that are in whatever acronym y'all gave it, who go on social
IWC.
The IWC, who go on social media groups and give
you guys suck.
Give your opinions as if they're facts.
They're not.
Paint false narratives
all the time. Expose turnbuckle.
It just is out of hand. Or want to block somebody when they rebuttal your opinion. Opinion.
Crybabies.
Like, I really don't have time for any of that. And that really
entitled neckbeards.
That takes away from the enjoyment that is wrestling.
It grinds my gears.
That's it. The IWC. That
IWC, I totally agree. F them. They can go to hell. Hades.
I agree with that.
And burn.
100%. IWC is terrible, man.
With George Bush Sr.
All right.
I said it.
Another thing that disgusts me about wrestling, Keith Lee.
Wait, don't mention Keith Lee yet. Don't mention Keith Lee yet.
Yeah, he's on the worst of list.
Don't mention Keith Lee yet. What is your biggest grievance?
I mean,
because I have my own thing about Keith Lee. What's your biggest grievance?
Is not putting the title on Cody when they should have put the title on Cody.
Oh my God! Wow, this man here with the Cody.
He's consistent. I appreciate your consistency, Kent.
You're more consistent. You know what? You're right. You're more consistent than a lot of people in the IWC, so I'll give you that.
What are you talking about? They should have put the belt on Cody in fucking April.
No, they shouldn't have. It's a good thing they didn't put it on him. He didn't deserve it.
Now, his heat or his...
Dr. Chris Charles. Let's move on to the next one for the best of. Which wrestler disappointed you the most in 2023?
See, I don't know why you think this is where I would bring up Keith Lee, because he didn't. I didn't expect enough for him to disappoint me. Y'all are bugging. No, he did not disappoint me at all.
Okay, so
the wrestler that disappointed me the most this year, who disappointed me? Who let me down?
Jack Perry?
No, he didn't let me down.
Well, he sucks anyway, so you can't let him down anymore.
He won't let me down. What you say about your sister? I'm gonna have to go with my biggest letdown. Obviously, now that I think about it too, the biggest letdown is Hook. Hook is my biggest disappointment of the year. When Hook was moving, and me and my wife were watching Hook when they first were giving him his push, like he couldn't lose. We thought his potential was skyrocketing, amazing. Somewhere like this year, he has made no improvements. He's actually went backwards compared to where he started last year and where he is this year. His stock has plummeted. Everybody was grabbing Hook shirt. Everybody was Hook. Remember when that was the thing? And now we don't care. I don't care who he tag teams. He can tag team with Orange Cassidy a million times if he wants to. No, he could wrestle RVD 10 times in one night. Nobody cares anymore. So it is definitely, I'm glad I thought about you. Hook. It is Hook. My biggest disappointment.
Biggest disappointment? Keith Lee.
No,
let me tell you why. You want to know why? And it's not because I had any hope for him. I mean, my biggest disappointment will be Montez Ford, but that's another story. As far as Keith Lee, can anybody tell me who Keith Lee is?
Yeah, the dude that ate the salmon burger when he came to New York. The dude. That
okay, got you. You let a TikToker take your name. You let a TikToker take your name. You might as well just stay Bearcat Lee.
I'm gonna go with Moxley on this one.
You know, if what I'm hearing is true about Keith Lee, poor Keith Lee.
Well, you're right.
No, listen, Keith Lee. Somebody should have told Keith Lee that when you get a chopped cheese in New York, it is not a salmon. Like nobody eats a salmon chopped cheese.
By the way, I'm going to clip this because we're talking about Keith Lee, the wrestler, not Keith Lee, the.
What are you talking about?
How could you tell?
What are you talking about? We're talking about the popular Keith Lee. We're talking about the one that came to New York to reviews.
We're talking about the Keith Lee that's over. The one who
the one that's over had the wrong chopped cheese, and he has to come back to New York.
And someone told me to get a salmon chopped cheese in Queens.
The only Keith Lee that trended this year, the only one,
is the nigga who eats food in his car.
The Keith Lee that when I Google Keith Lee, it comes up without me writing wrestler.
So are we basking in his glory or basking in his reviews?
No, we're basking in food reviews. Reviews. Like
I'm clipping this. I'm clipping it. Hey, who did you say, Dark King?
I said Moxley.
Moxley.
To me,
Moxley out here stealing spots from people that deserve it. Moxley out here winning tournaments he doesn't need. Moxley needs to go on the vacation he was going to go on when CM Punk first got messed up everything.
Moxley didn't get better this year. All his matches look the same.
Not Emmett.
Like, I was expecting big things from Mox. I didn't get it. So Mox.
Look, that's why I said Montez Ford, because I could have sworn that he was supposed to win the WWE Championship this year.
Montez Ford's like at least a year.
You know?
By the way, Jacquez stopped me earlier, so I'm gonna say this now. Keith Lee is not a disappointment. You all should never expect the Keith Lee to be nothing, especially when he started wearing the Viscera outfit and decided to not dye his hair anymore.
Dude, Keith Lee is the biggest disappointment.
Keith Lee was a disappointment as soon as he left NXT and didn't just wait.
Why are y'all fighting out on Keith Lee?
All Keith Lee had to do was wait it out, like carrying.
I just said his name,
and they were going to call him. All he had to do was wait it out, like Bronson Reed did. All he had to do was chill, calm down, do some indie stuff. No, you decided you should sign to AEW because you let them make you believe that they weren't all about the small guy.
See, that's why you got frozen.
No, I'm back.
Oh,
that was 2 seconds. I'm back. What are you talking about?
Thought that Keith Lee was world championship material.
You know what? I'm moving on because y'all horrible.
I think that.
Next game. Which wrestler impressed you the most in 2023?
Orange Cassidy.
This is a good one. Let me think about this.
Darkin says Orange Cassidy, and I don't know why.
Orange Cassidy has a mention. We're not going to do that to him. He did work with that belt. Akira Tozawa is one of my MVPs of the year. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That man is gold. Akira Tozawa is entertaining. Who impressed me the most this year?
Who went next level this year?
Yeah, it would be Swerve, but let me say this caveat.
We already thought Swerve was awesome.
No, you thought.
No, you didn't.
You thought. Stop it. Let's be very clear. I want to give Swerve his props. This is messy, but AEW actually did a great job pushing Swerve. They messed up with this tournament. I don't know what this is. I don't know why they still trying to make Keith Lee something he's not. The only Keith Lee we know eats sandwiches. So I really don't get it. It's beyond me. AEW did a great job letting Swerve be Swerve. They pushed that man properly up until this tournament ending. It's the same thing. They dropped the ball with Jay White. Y'all don't want to admit it, but let's be honest. They dropped the ball with Jay White. That's why I don't want to see a big star go to AEW right now. So they figure out what they're doing with this top-heavy roster. Oh my gosh, they have so many people that they made promises to. Guaranteed that they told they were going to make superstars. But you can't forget the Samoa Joes. They ain't going to let themselves get forgot. Like, you can't forget the Chris Jerichos. They're not going to let themselves get forgot. He has too many veterans over there. The Edges. I'm sorry, Adam Copeland. Too many Adams in AEW. They have too many people over there that aren't going to let themselves get forgot. Too many. Oh, with that said, Dom. Dom impressed me the most this year. Shout out to Dominic Mysterio.
Wow. My answer, who impressed me the most this year? Sky Blue.
Wrestling fans are
Tony Storm.
See, you don't talk about me when he says Tony Storm, that's totally fine.
Y'all are both
glazing.
Y'all are both horrible.
Hold up. We can't say Swerve.
I just being honest, Kendall. That's all.
First off, everybody know my answer is Swerve. So, like, I don't even know why you.
How great Swerve was.
It's all about Swerve.
He's not impressing us because we already know how great he is. Someone who you didn't.
Y'all are the H word, bro. Like, really?
Who did you think was not going to be great that ended up great? Orange,
Swerve.
Tony Storm.
No, bro, you're speaking for yourself.
Bro.
No, he's speaking for himself because he knows how he said that. Who did you guys think that wasn't going to be great that ended up being great? And you said Tony Storm and Orange Cassidy. We knew Orange Cassidy was going to be great. You were the only person on this show who has consistently hated Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy's been over.
You.
This has been over.
You're the only person that has hated Orange Cassidy on the show.
This has been over since the beginning of AEW.
You know what I'm saying? This has been over since XPW.
I'm talking about commercially. Wrestling fans know XPW. Don't nobody outside of wrestling geeks know XPW. We got to stop that. You gotta stop thinking everybody watches everything.
A thumbs up.
They don't.
Dude,
thumbs up. Can I get a thumbs up?
Dom had a great year. Damian Priest.
We already said that. So let's go on to some more.
Corbin did have a good year. A lot of you have said that.
Which wrestler entertainer is poised to break out in 2024?
Damian Priest.
Break out.
Swerve.
He's definitely not about to break out.
Swerve.
I want to say he's about to be in a program with Keith Lee, bro. And I
just let it cook. Just let it cook.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
I know where it's going. I know exactly where this is going.
Swerve and Damian Priest.
All right, now you got Damian Priest love. Okay, Swerve and Ilja.
What? This was his breakout year. Dubbed.
Really?
Dubbed.
You think so? You don't think he could do more?
Dubbed. Mark my words when I say this, because he's coming to the main roster, and it's about to be some craziness because we have not been talking about him, and he's ready. And NXT is throwing matches at us every week to remind us that this is their man. This is their new Brock Lesnar. Braun Breaker will be the breakout wrestler of 2024. Braun Breaker is coming with a girlfriend that they made and go get enhancements. He's coming. Braun Breaker is about.
You would bring that breast enhancement thing up, wouldn't you? Like,
it's what happened. Braun Breaker is going to show up. When Roman Reigns leaves, Braun Breaker is going to show up. And I want to say Carmelo, but Carmelo is not going to pop on the main roster. If anybody says almost, you are almost stupid. Because that will never happen. I'm messing with you, Ken.
All the way live. Montez.
I'm not doing this with Montez again. Sorry, I give up. I give up. He was supposed to basically do that this year, bro. I'm not going to constantly say, "Oh, well, maybe next year."
It's a slow build. Montez.
Slow build my ass.
Nah, Montez ain't popping nothing, bro. Stop.
Slow build my ass, bro. Don't say a little bit talk about some slow build. He ain't building nothing. He not cooking. He's not in the kitchen.
Stop.
Dude, let it build. Let Montez beat last.
I also want to let everybody know that Kevin Owens is going to hold the title next year, too. Kevin Owens is definitely going to hold the title next year.
Which title? U.S. title?
WWE. I think he might win Money in the Bank.
Oh, wait. I forgot. How did I not think about this? Jade.
She's not a letdown. It ain't time yet. It ain't Rumble. It ain't Rumble. It ain't Rumble. Don't do that to Jade. Don't do that to Jade. How about this? We got a few minutes left on Instagram. How about this? Don't talk about Jade. Don't talk about CM Punk. Don't talk about Cody Rhodes. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing about those three people. That's why we didn't say what he said. You know what? I'll eat the humble pie. CM Punk is back. Bet.
We gotta talk about CM Punk. He's the biggest star in wrestling.
CM Punk sold out the Garden. True. Cody Rhodes is a great face. Cody Rhodes is having a great feud with a great heel and Shinsuke Nakamura in right now. Facts. And Jade Cargill was the most marketable female that AEW had. And she is now sitting in a training room waiting to come out on TV on WWE. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, no problem.
What?
Which wrestler is your MVP of 2023?
Will Ospreay, MJF. These are the names I'm toiling with. Will Ospreay, MJF, Seth Rollins. Like, these are people who really like.
Will Ospreay, MJF, Seth Rollins, Swerve.
Even
though Swerve came at the back end.
He's not an MVP.
He kind of came at the back end, but it's like
he's a breakout. He's not an MVP. Let's not.
All right. You know what? You're right. If I could basically include them in as one FTR. FTR, Will Ospreay, Seth Rollins. Damn sure not Roman. Gunther.
We didn't have to say that because we didn't ask who wasn't. We asked who was. You hater.
Oh, okay, Gunther.
Seth Rollins.
MJF.
Will Ospreay. We're not doing that. Will Ospreay had bangers all year.
I'm waiting for you to say both their fucking names. I'm waiting for you to say both their fucking names.
Rollins,
The lie.
MJF,
The lie.
Cody
Go ahead.
Rhodes.
Yeah, of course you was about
He did
to.
not have an MVP year.
Stop that shit.
You would admit that. He lost at WrestleMania.
What?
That's not an MVP year.
Losing at WrestleMania, but main event.
Gunther. We forgot Gunther. Stop.
I said Gunther.
Okay,
I said Gunther.
I'm
No,
sorry.
Gunther's in the.
But you're not saying Will Ospreay, which means you only watch 2 shows.
No,
And you have to watch more wrestling.
I fuck with Ospreay. I watch his matches.
You don't think Ospreay had an MVP year?
Over Cody.
Oh, definitely over Cody. He's had every match he's had was better than every
Banger. Every Cody match. Don't glaze.
I didn't even like the Chris Jericho match, and it was better than any Cody match I could think of right now.
Ospreay is that guy. I'm not.
Ospreay and Kenny had the 2 best matches of the year in the beginning of the year, and people forgot about them. But I came here to remind you that Ospreay and Kenny had the 2 best matches of the year.
Seth Rollins.
Okay, you're gonna leave it at that. No problem. That's fine with me. I'm gonna stick with my answers. Best feud of 2023. Shout out to Dirt Sheet Radio for this one. Best feud. Swerve and Keith Lee.
Don Callis, Kenny Omega.
Definitely. I agree. I definitely will agree.
Swerve Hangman.
It was short.
But it was awesome. Swerve Hangman.
It was short.
Jay Uso versus the person that owned the word yeet.
Troll.
Yeet? No yeet.
No yeet.
What was your moment of the year?
This is easy.
Yeah, this is easy for him. Just tell us. Go ahead, tell us, Ken.
Go ahead, let's hear this. Let's hear this.
What was your moment of the year?
You glazing ass little biatch. Let's hear it.
The greatest wrestling moment of the year.
Wipe your mouth before you talk. Wipe your mouth.
Happened at Survivor Series when CM Punk came back, baby. Come on now. Without a doubt. There's no question. This isn't an argument. It's the truth.
I ain't gonna hold you. That reaction was crazy. That pop might have been bigger than when he came back in Chicago and for AEW. I ain't gonna hold you.
CM Punk returning was the end-all, be-all moment of the year. Period.
I ain't gonna hold you. There are people who would agree with him. We got some dark guys in the building tonight. My biggest moment of the year. Dang, why I gotta be when Cody lost? Dang, it was a good year in wrestling.
Correct.
It was a good year in wrestling because the Swerve Hangman match, that moment was huge. It was disgusting, but it was huge. That match was fire. And that got a lot of pop, and that went viral. That had a lot of replayability. Every time Prince Nana did the dance, and then the whole stadium was doing a dance with him, those were moments for me. But
the moment of the year was Punk.
The best moment is when Cody lost, and I made your bitch ass fucking shave your head.
Shave it again.
Just wanted to let it be known. What does WWE need to do better in 2024?
I'm not answering this question because all of the rest of the questions were wrestling related. This is a tribalistic question.
I have one for AEW as well. So For those out there that want to get their panties in a bunch, because we're talking about WWE here, you can relax. Okay, you can relax. So,
not doing no tribalistic nothing with y'all.
What does WWE need to do better in 2024? Dark Kent, we'll start with you.
Book tag team wrestling a lot better.
What would you say, All Star?
I
think everybody knows my gripe with both companies, so I'm going to end up saying it.
I mean, they both have the same issue for me. They both need to not WWE, not WWE, not anymore. My bad. Not the same issue. I would have to agree with the women's division is much better right now. You're tripping. You're tripping. And we got like 3 women's matches on Raw last week.
Both of them shits is trash.
Nope.
Okay, you want me to say it? It's the women's division.
No, it is not. If I name the women's division of WWE, those women are incredible. They have incredible.
It's the women's division.
Nope.
Give me a mid-card title for the women's division and take them more seriously, please, Triple H.
I don't know why this man keeps asking for a mid-card title for the women's division.
No, the women's division.
Make the women more believable, Triple H.
No, they need.
That's because you have people in backstage segments does not mean that you're putting more women's matches on television, Triple H.
The women.
If the women's matches end quicker than a fucking Viagra commercial, then it doesn't mean that they're fucking beneficial to anything,
Correct.
Triple H.
Correct. But another title is gonna just overflow and convolute the whole thing. Book.
I don't give a fuck. Give rid of the tag titles.
Don't do that, because now we get 4 women instead of 2. Don't do that.
Get rid of the tag titles for the women and give them a mid-card title to defend and fight over. I like that better. Instead of constantly keep putting these fucking makeshift tag teams together to be number 1 contenders to go against actually established women's tag teams.
Yeah.
You've been doing this since the iteration of the fucking women's tag titles.
Yeah.
You had it with the Iconics and you never even gave them anything.
Jock, you have 2 women's titles already. There does not have to be a 3rd singles women's.
Wait. You said that there are 2 women's titles already, right?
Correct. There's 2 women's heavyweight titles already.
Okay. First of all, what's a heavyweight title for the women's? Now you're fat shaming.
So you have Rhea, and you have Homegirl.
All right, here's what I'm going because this is annoying. Check this out. WWE.
We got 3 more minutes on Instagram.
WWE has stars in their women's division. Yes, WWE can do better with time. No, yes, I believe the tag team title should be built better and should be the mid card. I don't think it should be another title because now we're asking them to do more than anybody else except for Stardom does. They're only going to get us so much time, unfortunately, until a feud pops and that it warrants more time. With that said, WWE has superstars. Does AEW have great women wrestlers?
All right, we'll just go to this one. What does AEW need to do better in 2024?
Absolutely. Serena Deeb is one of my favorite female wrestlers. Like, is she really?
Ginger.
I know, and I can't wait till she comes back. AEW has some great wrestlers, but they don't have stars. They just lost their last star. Toni Storm has just created a gimmick that is making her a star. So it's not so if we're not talking about star power, we are talking about logistics. And logistically, every company other than TNA, who will let Jordan Grace wrestle for an hour every night if they can let that man wrestle.
Stop calling her a man.
What happened? I'm just talking about they let that guy do everything. They let her get off.
I think
it's canceled.
AEW has to focus on their younger talent and not just throw old WWE talent in our face. You know? Like, first of all, stop with the titles. There's too many titles in AEW.
Okay, can we stop saying that? I think I already clarified this earlier in the fucking year, bro. AEW and WWE have the same amount of fucking titles.
No, AEW just added a title. It's out of control.
AEW has OD titles.
AEW just added a title, and Ring of Honor has like 6 titles. Stop it.
We're not going to name Ring of Honor as part of AEW.
Oh, you're
How? No, because if that's the case, then you're going to name NXT titles as part of WWE. Do you want to do that?
Titles is Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor has Pure. It has television men, television women.
They just got the television women.
Doesn't matter. They have it. They have it. They have tag team. They have trios. They have
belts.
Okay. NXT has the NXT heavyweight title, right? North American, the women's, the tag, the women's tag, the Heritage Cup, the Breakout Star. Like
that's it. AEW, I agree with Kent. Stop! Don't create one more title. Don't you?
There's too many belts. Like, how many times is the North American left, right, center title being defended? Like, or this title?
Tony Khan, Tony, don't create no more titles.
We're good.
No more titles.
No more belts.
Okay, whatever. So that's what you guys feel they need to do better. You know what I think they need to do better? I think I already talked about it. Fix the women's division, Tony Khan, please. And we just went offline for Instagram. So shout out to everybody that was watching.
Shout out to Instagram. I know they was with it.
That's dope. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? How do I to download the video? View this in your archive.
We're gonna let Ja do all that, and I'm gonna continue to say. Other than that, AEW also had a great year. AEW needs to refocus itself on its younger superstars. The Jack Perrys, the Sammy Guevaras, the pillars that they talked of. They need to actually build them this year. Actually give them some time. Don't just throw them into a pillar match or pillar feuds. Build them as characters so that way they can get their swerve moment too. They all have this potential. But stop pushing. And I know it sounds like we're coming against them, but it just is what it is. It is ex dudes who works for WWE who are at the top of the food chain. Other than MJF.
Add to your point, Star. We can't spend so much time on Christian, on Edge, on Sting, on the Hardy,
on Chris Jericho. These people get too much time. I'm sorry, they get too much time.
These guys have had their time. It's came, it's went. We have to build new superstars. Like what AEW is doing by not building new stars is what WCW did.
Oh, Kendall said it. They need to learn.
Shout out to everybody that's not tuning in on Twitch. There we go.
Oh, Kendall said it. They need to learn how to get their homegrown talent over better, and that's exactly what we're saying. Like they have struggled with popping. Other than MJF, they struggled with popping the people they said they wanted to pop. Orange Cassidy too. They did a great job.
Orange Cassidy, who's homegrown AEW that's super over right now?
MJF.
Orange Cassidy. Who else?
Orange Cassidy technically is a homegrown AEW, and MJF isn't either. But that's where he popped.
We'll count them as homegrown. Who else?
That's
it. That's Sky Blue.
Sky Blue. Julia Hart.
Okay.
Willow.
That's because the fans really got behind her this year. I give you that.
The fans love Willow, but like,
so that's 5. That's a handful, but it's not a lot. It's not enough. And Swerve. And if you ask me, I'm gonna give AEW. I'm giving him 6. I'm gonna give AEW credit for Swerve.
Thank you.
I don't care what you say, Dark Cat. I was not thinking Swerve was no top tier nobody when he got to AEW.
Swerve was over when he got there.
Working with Keith Lee in a tag team was top tier.
Swerve was over when he got to AEW.
Working with
you're bugging. You're bugging. No, he was not over, bro.
Keith Lee number 2 in a tag team is top tier.
Swerve is upper echelon now, but don't get it twisted. He was over when he got there from WWE.
Nah. He's actually over now. And that's shout out to AEW for that.
Wait, hold on. Swerve wasn't over?
No. He was cool. He wasn't.
Let's go to the last part of the best of games. What was the most entertaining wrestling promotion of the year?
WWE.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I go with the moment, and as my brain goes back over moments, I get some hardcore moments from AEW. I get a few laughs. And with WWE, I get Randy Orton cussing people out, dropping them on their head in the middle of a War Games. It sticks with me. I get unfortunately things like the CM Punk return, and Seth Rollins' reaction to oh my god, I get Seth Rollins coming out and the whole crowd cheering the song like Chris Jericho 2 years ago with AEW when he was super over. Like AEW was way more entertaining that time because their characters were more over. This year with Gunther, Seth, Carmel, NXT's resurgence, I'm going with WWE.
It's the E without a question.
I'm going with AEW and Impact.
No way.
He's just a fan.
I am.
He's just a fan.
I am. I feel like
Impact has had one of its worst years. The only thing good about Impact this year was the women's division. The only thing good about Impact, y'all had a racist as a champion when the best wrestler in the company got hurt at the top of the year. It was trash. Nobody even knows who the champion is now because you put 2 50-year-olds as your top 2 champions in the Motor City Machine Guns to help try and carry a company that had no other stars at the time. It was a trash year for your company.
Your hate for Impact ends on Sunday. I just want to know that to be known because when TNA is back, I don't want to hear this trash.
It was.
I don't want to hear this slander.
Shout out to TNA. Listen, I want TNA to be popping. Impact had a bad year. And the best thing about you were your TikToks with your 9 female roster.
You can't hate something that's irrelevant. So with that said,
you know what? With that said, let's get into some
Impact.
Let's get into some wrestle talk with some rumors and stuff. So, did you guys hear about the leaked list for Royal Rumble?
I did.
All right, so I'll show you guys the competitors for the Royal Rumble, women's and men's. But apparently,
these are
Logan. These come. Listen. These come out every fucking year, and
why are we looking at them?
Because people are talking about it. So let's talk about it. Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. Io Sky versus Chauncey. Judgment Day versus the Creed Brothers. Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton. And then the men's Royal Rumble. Let's see who do we have. For the women's Royal Rumble, Deonna Purrazzo.
All of this can very well be correct, and you would be literally spoiling this pay-per-view for everyone.
Jade Cargill and Sasha Banks.
I'm going to let him do this, y'all. I'm chilling.
Sasha Banks. Okay. And the winner is Bayley.
100%.
Okay. This is the so-called leaked list that never ends up being true.
But it makes sense, though.
Wait. Let's look at the men's. You ready for the men's? This you'll laugh at this.
Oh, you know the men's, right?
X-Pac. Carmelo Hayes, of course. But no other secret returns. Okay, no other secret returns. But the winner, are you ready for this? Is CM Punk. And the runner-up would be Cody Rhodes.
Thank you.
All of this is so possible that you just spoiled everything. Because all of this is very possible.
Well, including X-Pac coming back?
Yes. That is Triple H's friend. All of this is so possible, it's ridiculous.
Guys.
Okay.
Not for nothing. I told you CM Punk was winning the Royal Rumble a month ago.
We don't give a fuck what you say.
I'm just saying. So
I can curse like how I want to. We don't give a fuck about what you say.
But I'm telling you that Punk's winning the Rumble. I told you that a month ago.
You did.
That's a fact.
He did.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. Seth Rollins closes 2023 as the only WWE superstar to have been on every premium live event of the calendar year.
And that's why he was on my list for MVP.
Same.
This is why he would be voted for MVP.
I agree. So ESPN gave out their best of the 2023 awards. Female Wrestler of the Year was Rhea Ripley. Male Wrestler of the Year was Cody Rhodes. Tag Team of the Year was AEW.
I left when you read that.
I know. Good. Debut of the Year, CM Punk, which is Cap.
Whoa. Let's rewind that. Wrestler of the Year, Cody Rhodes. Debut of the Year, CM Punk. Dude, am I wrong? I've been saying the same shit.
You're glazing. Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
he's not. If you're reading it from ESPN, he's not glazing.
Promo Artist of the Year. Well, so breakout Wrestler of the Year was LA Knight.
Not for me.
Okay, all right.
Hold on. But as far
ESPN, so it must be true, right?
no, listen. As far as sales go, he was. He is the most overrated. I have said that. I didn't say he wasn't in everybody's eyes this big star.
The Jets are trash. My bad.
LA Knight is the most overrated wrestler of the year. We didn't put that up. The most overrated wrestler of the year is LA Knight, who comes out in lugs, and y'all be acting like he wearing Timbs.
Anyway,
who comes out in jeans. He found the other half of Stone Cold's pants, and y'all act excited about it. Like,
you know we're gonna have to move on, right?
Cody and Punk, though.
Kenny Omega.
Match of the year, yeah, like we said, Kenny and Will Ospreay. Best pay-per-view of the year was WrestleMania 39.
Oh, they put both of their matches. See what I'm saying? Forbidden Door and Wrestle Kingdom.
Best storyline of the year was Bloodline 2.0.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
And it's about to be the best storyline again of next year because they're gonna pick it back up at Royal Rumble.
And these are your winners for the ESPN Awards. Now, as far as the New York Post Pro Wrestling Awards, we have Men's Wrestler of the Year, MJF.
Cool.
All right.
Women's, Becky Lynch. Breakout star again for male, LA Knight. Don't know how. Female breakout wrestler of the year, Julia Hart.
Yes. It was
I agree.
Knight. Stop saying you don't know how with LA Knight. He's overrated. You know how. He is very marketable for some reason.
Return debut of the year.
It's gonna be
CM Punk. Oh my God, moment of the year. Sammy turns his back on the bloodline at the Royal Rumble.
Or CM Punk.
Swerve drinking Hangman's blood.
Match of the year was Omega and Ospreay.
Duh.
Storyline of the year, of course, they're going to say the bloodline.
Uh-huh.
Faction of the year was Judgment Day.
True.
Nope.
Who you have?
Judgment Day ran Raw.
I can give you Bullet Club Gold. But...
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Over Judgment Day?
Y'all know who the faction of the year was. Stop.
Yeet.
Y'all know who the faction of the only females who were in the tag team list this year.
Damage Control?
Damage Control.
Okay.
I can't say
tag team of the year again is FTR. Promo of the year was Cody and Sammy on Raw.
No.
That's a stretch.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, that's a big stretch.
My favorite promo of the year was Cody and Jay.
We don't care.
At the after show.
That's not a promo.
Wrestle Kingdom was better than Forbidden Door 2.
Thank you. And it was actually better than WrestleMania, but we'll leave it alone.
It was the best show of the year.
Pay-per-view of the year was Forbidden Door, which I don't understand. Manager of the year, Paul Heyman. You're gonna have to fight Nana for that one. You're gonna have to fight Nana.
Man of the year. He is not a manager.
Biggest story of the year, WWE sold to Endeavor.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is that the biggest story of the year?
I have no clue, but shout out to Julia Hart. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of her. Moving on. Triple H is now fully in charge of the WWE Hall of Fame. So, who do you think, since now that basically falls under creative?
1, 2, 3 kid. Especially since he's going to be showing up at the Royal Rumble.
You gotta stop. Can we get Lex Luger?
No, heck no.
No, Luger will get in.
Why not Luger?
Why are we getting Lex Luger?
Why not Luna Vachon by herself?
Look like a bobblehead doll.
Why not China by herself?
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Why not The Rock? We know Kim Shamrock's going to be in there.
That's good.
The Headbangers are going to be in there.
Is Tito Santana in there?
Who?
Tito Santana.
No.
Can we get Tito Santana?
It definitely shouldn't be The Rock. Not yet.
Not gonna happen.
No, they're waiting on The Rock. Tito Santana. Is Lita?
Perk Angle. Perk Angle needs to be put in there.
No, Angle's already in.
Oh, that's right.
No, not Perk Angle though.
Not Perk Angle. Only Kurt.
Perk Angle's different.
By the way, we were speaking of CM Punk, right? So you know why you guys haven't seen this man on TV? Because he's doing house shows and shit. So he had the one in New York. He's going to be in Inglewood. And the next time you guys are going to see him.
Sold out Madison Square Garden.
And the next time you're going to see him is January 8th, right, on Raw. Then you won't see him for another 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then you're not going to see him until the Royal Rumble.
You got a wife. You'll be all right.
Dude, CM Punk is the biggest.
And if his wife comes back, she'll be the biggest comeback of 2024.
His wife's not coming back. She has extensive injuries that she was forced to retire from.
Everyone can come back with enough money.
I wish you will shut the fudge up. Anyway, so let's talk about this shit. So you guys heard about this with the CM Punk and Chris Jericho and the lawyer and whatnot?
Yeah.
So the CM Punk attorney, Stephen P. New, has confirmed that Punk's AEW All Out 2022 NDA was signed for life. The only person not tied down to an NDA who's not subject to legal confidentiality provisions and can tell the story one day is Ace Steel's current wife, Lucy, in which this turned out to be a social media brawl because Jericho ended up basically showing this from his site where he said CM Punk and Ace Steel's lawyer reveals only person involved in Brawl Out without an NDA. He said he didn't sign one. The guy then responds and says, it's in your employee handbook. Unless you have a special one, we can figure it out. Jericho then decided to go all the way to fuck off and spaz. Hey, Stephen P. New, I don't adhere to any employee handbook and have never had one in 4 years of working for AEW. I've also never signed an NDA in my life, ever. So stop trying to bully and make egotistical fantasy brags for your clients and start doing some research before you make blanket statements about your buddies. Because I saw everything that night, including how Lucy and her husband and best buddy acted and what really went down. And since I was in the room and watching her and everybody else the whole time, I know exactly what really happened. And considering you weren't there and I was, maybe you should shut your mark ass up. Because that's really what went down was disgusting.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I don't think Jericho signed an NDA, but at the same time, it's like at this point we're over this entire Brawl Out.
I think everybody is over the Brawl Out because it seems like every time they get good, we have to bring back up the fucking Brawl Out. Like, why are we constantly still talking about the Brawl Out?
Jericho's looking for clicks, bro. Like,
Jericho's looking for clicks? You act like he's the one that came up with this.
Punk's not looking for clicks. Why, first of all, why is Jericho answering a wrestling lawyer at 5 o'clock in the morning? What are we talking? Look at when he sent that fucking tweet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, what do you do on Christmas? You answering wrestling lawyers on Christmas at 5 o'clock in the morning, bro? Like, you're Jericho's.
I forgot. You're CM Punk's biggest fucking girlfriend in the world, so you're going to defend anything that's being basically talked about when it comes to him. So it's okay. We'll move on from it. No, it's fine. It's all right. Fightful Select has learned that apparently Dana Macy is set to finish up with AEW. And for those that don't know, that is Matt Jackson's wife. Also, they learned that Raphael Morphy is setting to finish up, and he was actually the VP of Live Events and Touring. So,
Sean Spears is also leaving AEW.
I didn't. Why would you bring that up if I'm going to bring that up later? Thank you, Gary.
Those three departures really don't mean.
You want to run the show? You want to run the show? You want to run the show?
Cause
you want to run the show? Sean Spears is leaving AEW. He's also expecting his second child with Peyton Royce. And I'm assuming that she is no longer coming back to wrestling anytime soon.
Good for him.
All right. Yeah, yes, good for him. Goldberg. I wanted a retirement match in WWE and did what he asked me. He never held up his bargain. Vince is a piece of shit as far as I'm concerned, even though WWE still wished him a happy birthday. He also came out and said this weird shit. Goldberg says that he tried to be part of Sting's retirement match.
Actually, what Goldberg is in my top wrestling list.
Number 500?
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Okay.
I can only speak for myself and not all wrestling fans.
Who's next?
Goldberg, we hate you. Goldberg, we don't want you around.
Hey, Dark Kane, we hate you. We don't want you on the show. We want to replace you with DNA.
We hate Goldberg.
And we hate you.
I love you, Dark Cat.
He's
I
lying.
love this too.
By the way, someone said, since the Iron Card is so good, what would you guys think about a Chris Benoit documentary with Tom Hardy playing Chris Benoit?
Nope, not playing this game.
Well, a biopic, not a documentary, but a biopic.
All right, fine, a biopic, yes.
It's gonna eventually happen, but
It needs to happen.
it might be too soon for it. It's gonna happen eventually.
How is it too soon? It happened in 2004, didn't it?
Even still,
It's 20 years.
no,
It's been like 20 years.
no. It was 07.
It was 07?
It was either 07 or 08.
Oh, well,
But
so what?
I'm not watching it.
I'm watching it. I watched it several times.
dude, they're gonna make a movie about it, but right now it's still too soon.
Okay. Shout out to MJF, who was on Fox News with AEW'S banner, They basically was talking about his Jewish heritage, like how he already got, rewarded for that Jewish award, as well as him promoting World to End, which is going to be this Saturday, where I will be. So word. Now this is also very interesting. So All Japan Pro Wrestling released a video with the president, seen taking a phone call, and it said it was apparently from WWE. And that they mentioned that they was going to send somebody over for their tournament that they have. And lo and behold, we get a new video. And this time is from the man himself. William Regal has returned. And you want to know who is being sent over there? His son, Charlie Dempsey.
His doppelganger.
So this should be very interesting. Shout out to him. It's good to see William Regal looking good.
Charlie Dempsey can go, by the way. He can go.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, the Grizzled Young Veterans will make their TNA debut at Hard to Kill. So TNA is just really just getting everybody, like literally just packing up everybody. And also, kind of shocking, but not so shocking, Katsuyori Shibata has officially signed with All Elite Wrestling. I think that was dope for them. Gunther introduces his son to the world.
Oh, congratulations, Gunther.
Shout out to the little ring general. As far as what happened with Liv Morgan, we all know that she was arrested for weed, for the dumbest of reasons. This is, I'm not going to read it, but just so you know, when they said like the whole illegal synthetic weed or whatever, it was apparently a vape pen. But that's all it really was a vape pen. You know what I'm saying? With weed in it. So that's whatever, I guess,
Too much.
Yeah. Next, as far as Kenny was told when diagnosed with diverticulitis that he was very lucky he went in because the situation could have been extremely catastrophic, such as getting a fatal blood infection. He was diagnosed at the time it would have been something like a 50% chance of death.
That's 50% chance of death is crazy.
So thank God that he got checked in time.
That's what Brock had. It's really
yeah.
That's crazy. 50% chance of death is crazy.
Yeah, for real, bro. By the way, how would you guys feel about when we talk about what do you guys want to talk about? The weekly shows? You want to just get into the predictions real quick?
We could do the predictions.
Okay. So predictions. How would you guys feel if Shane McMahon is devil?
I'll be mad. First of all, I would think it's hilarious because that would mean that basically Vince McMahon owns AEW.
Shane's not part of WWE, and neither is none of his family members.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly why it would be like another WWE.
Oh man! All right,
really
so
hope it's not Shane McMahon.
That would be crazy.
Let's get into this. So, 20-man battle royal. We don't know who's in the battle royal yet, so I guess we can skip that one. What?
I said bring out Ziggler for that. Let him win that.
Ziggler versus Christian?
Or Ziggler
Okay.
versus Edge?
Mm-hmm.
Or is Mustafa Ali? They're all off their.
Everybody is free to go anywhere.
Yeah. Let Ziggler win that, bro.
Okay. So Wheeler Yuta versus Hook in his hometown for the FTW Championship.
Hook's not losing on Long Island.
It's unfortunately going to be Hook, but I don't care because they dropped the ball.
I am excited for this match. Andrade versus Miro.
It's Miro.
Which, by the way, prayers go out to CJ Perry. Her injury looked very, very gruesome.
Yeah.
Very, very gruesome, bro. That oh man. Whew. Oh man. Prayers go out to her. Who do you guys think is gonna win that one?
Miro.
Who you got, Dark Kent?
I got Andrade, man. I'm going with the person who I think has a better future.
I'm going with the guy that's tired of people cucking his wife, so I'm gonna go with Miro. Then we have the shocking, surprising match that got announced last night. So the 8-man tag, which is Sammy, or matter of fact, Les Sex Gods versus Darby and his son versus Ricky and Big Bill and Powerhouse Hobbs and Kyle Fletcher.
I don't care.
I'm going to go with Chris Jericho and Sting, and apparently I think we're going to have Jericho and Sammy versus Sting and Darby at Revolution.
I'm not watching this match.
Sting's not losing from now till his retirement, so Sting's team has to win.
TBS Championship, Julia Hart versus Abaddon.
Julia
Hart. Swerve Strickland versus the Sandwich Eater.
Keith Lee.
Come on now.
Keith Lee.
What?
Okay, so who you have?
Dude, this is a run-over match for Swerve.
Okay, gotcha. You got Swerve. I got Swerve. The TNT Championship with no disqualification. Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland.
Edge.
Adam Copeland. Even though I don't want it to be, but Adam Copeland.
His whole comeback is bullshit.
Yeah, Edge.
Bro, not every fucking comeback has to be with somebody winning a championship. But anyway.
I
Tony Storm versus Thick Rio.
I don't know why you keep saying that.
She's thick. Okay, she gained a nice 10 pounds.
Dude,
and it's Tony Storm.
16 years old.
She's 26, and she's old enough to pay her tax. Never mind.
It's Tony Storm.
Tony Storm. Dark can't pick Rio because you're not allowed to pick Tony Storm no more. You blaze too much. Of course you would. And then the Continental Classic Final. Mox versus Eddie.
Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston.
Why is the
I just want to say once again, I said from the beginning, it doesn't make sense unless Eddie Kingston is going to win all three.
You did.
Put a guy over. Put someone
I said it from
over.
the beginning, and then everybody told me I was crazy and he lost already. It doesn't make sense unless Eddie wins all three.
You got it.
Why is this match?
You got it. You got
the
it.
finals of a new tournament.
And then shut the fuck up. Anyway, AEW World Championship, MJF versus Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe's not the devil, though.
Dude.
I can tell you who the devil is.
Yeah, go ahead. Who's the devil?
It's Adam Cole. This is just, it was already basically known that it was Adam Cole. We all knew it was Adam Cole. The fact that he basically is the one who kept pushing for Samoa Joe to be MJF's partner, and he's the one that basically made the deal with the devil last night to basically have them lose those championships. The devil is Adam Cole.
But MJF
is going to be Samoa Joe.
No, Samoa Joe loses. Adam Cole ultimately is going to be champion.
No. Samoa Joe is going to be MJF.
No, Samoa Joe loses.
All right, so you're going with MJF. Who are you going with?
MJF. Samoa Joe's not winning the title.
Okay, I'm going with Samoa Joe.
Oh, you're wilding. You're going to be disappointed 3 times, and you're going to be there live.
I'm going to tell you why I know it's going to be Samoa Joe, because Max's contract is up on the 1st.
So
he has to play the bidding war 2024. And if he basically loses everything like he did, including his so-called best friend turning on him, it will make him want to leave the company until he basically comes back and he basically challenges Adam Cole or Samoa Joe at Revolution.
he already lied, kayfabe, and said that he re-signed an extension, so that doesn't play right.
No, he said he didn't re-sign an extension.
No, if MJF is losing the title, he's losing the title to Swerve.
There's a reason why it's called
That's
World's
Terry.
End. It's a reason why it's called World's
Brian.
End.
He's losing it to Adam Cole.
He's
Adam
using
Cole,
it to Samoa Joe.
Adam Cole is losing it to Swerve.
He's going
Because
to
Swerve's
lose
gonna be made a
to
face.
Samoa Joe.
Because Keith Lee's going to make Swerve a face.
Dude, MJF has
Samoa
been the champion
Joe.
for this long. He's not losing the belt to Samoa.
Okay. I want y'all to know it's going to be Samoa Joe.
All right, bet.
By the way,
Hold it.
New Year's Knockout Week, which is brand new for them. You're going to have day one, New Year's Evil, Best of the Bump, something that they're doing on Thursday, and then New Year's Revolution, which is kind of strange to me, but whatever. Day one, Seth and Drew.
Seth.
Seth. And Ivy Nile and Rhea. Ivy
Rhea.
Nile. Ivy Nile. I'm going with Ivy Nile.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just random. Becky Lynch and Nia.
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax. I need Nia to whip Becky's ass.
Nia has to go over.
And then of course Tegan Knox and Natalya versus Shayna and Zoe.
Shayna and Zoe.
Shayna.
Okay. All right then. There's nothing really to talk about SmackDown since it was taped, and we kind of already gave the spoiler alert about Carmelo losing and Santos winning. So it really wasn't much interesting except for this match needing to never have been on my fucking television. By the way, Mia Yim has a fucking match against Io, I believe, tomorrow, or is that no, they're actually on vacation. So next Friday, right? For New Year's Revolution? Okay.
Friday.
Don't know why all of a sudden Mia Yim has a fucking championship, but shout out to Mia. Now this guy right here. This is
major. And if you don't like it, you're about to say some hateration. Karrion Kross is coming back, and he looks better than ever.
because he officially now has the Authors of Pain with him.
Fire.
With
Let
Paul
that man
Ellering.
go.
Now, here's my thing. The Authors of Pain have been signed since earlier this year to the WWE.
They ain't never getting over, bro.
They're
over right now, you
oh my god.
genius.
They ain't never getting over.
So that happened. So that is going to be his new faction: Karrion Kross,
They getting over.
Scarlett, Paul Ellering, and the Authors of Pain. So there you
Fire.
go.
Fire.
This little exchange between these three, which was obviously that they're wearing the same damn clothes from the following week. So I don't even know why they tried to pretend like this is different.
LA Knight is a less talented Elias.
LA Knight's a more talented player.
You're smoking anyway. Now let's just get into this. Daniel Garcia and Brody King, fire match, and Daniel Garcia actually won the fucking match and upset Brody King. Claudio and Bryan Danielson going to the first fucking draw of this tournament. Now, quite frankly, to me personally, I feel like they should have did the draw between Swerve and Moxley, but whatever. We got the draw between Claudio and Bryan. We had this little exchange where he kind of said something a little fucked up about, Kenny and his diverticulitis, but whatever. By the way, during the Keith Lee and Brian Cage match, I know also I was going to laugh at this. If you look in the corner of this picture, why is the security guard falling asleep
Because
on live TV?
he did what all of us do.
That's crazy. Then we also had the return of Thunder Rosa, who teamed with Abaddon against Julia Sky Hart Blue, or Julia Sky Blue Heart, whatever. I don't know what to call them.
Julia Blue,
But
Sky
they
Hart?
just looked amazing. I just want to say this picture right here is it's amazing. It's a shout out to them. Shout out to them. Okay, shout out to them. The segment between Christian and Nick Wayne's moms, who has it going on. Not only did I score the biggest victory of my career, I also scored another way that night. So Christian basically admitted to cheating on his wife with Nick Wayne's mom. So,
Not mad at Christian.
You know what I'm saying? He's, you know what I mean? He's being the buddy. And then, of course, we had the exchange because you had Eddie versus Andrade, which ended up to this little exchange, which was dope. Yes, it was. It was dope. I forgot about talking about this on SmackDown, by the way. This little exchange, which whatever. Raw. There was no Raw. There was no Raw. Merry Christmas. NXT. I didn't watch it. Only thing I heard was that apparently these guys broke up and that this match is officially set. So that's dope. Now let's get into the final Dynamite of the year. And by the way, I just want to basically point out that in the hard camera side, you know, was actually filled up. So no one can sit there and say that they have empty arenas anymore. I love the fact that John Moxley comes out with his little disses to CM Punk when he said that he is the ace of the world, bitch. But of course, we all know Moxley won, which resulted in Swerve basically accepting the challenge for Keith Lee. We also had Don Callis and family come out as well, which brought us the surprise return to Sammy Guevara, who ended up basically going against the fact that Don Callis put a picture of his baby in a picture, and he basically attacked Don and got fucked up. Jericho made the save. You know, Sammy looks good though. I love his entrance. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
but
Sammy Guevara, can we get him over, please? Like,
I wish we can get you over and over the show, like all off the show.
Not a good face.
Mariah Bay, as she's been coined on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. Mariah Bay, where you guys are basically saying that you want her to urinate on you so that, you know, you could. Anyway, you guys are very weird. You guys are very weird.
What are you doing?
She has her first match on the first Dynamite of the year next year, so I guess that's dope. Eddie won his match against Bryan Danielson in a banger match, I would say. And we had this little exchange between these two. They basically sealed the deal for their match. It's going to be dope. Why is Sin calling me right now? Yes, thank you, Sin. We are, you know. Anyway.
Your girlfriend Rio.
Thick Rio, you know what I'm saying?
What is thick about that?
Thick Rio. What you talking about? She looking different. She looked thicker now. She gained 10 pounds. Let her rock. We also had, you know, the last little thing of the devil come up. We had the Chris Statlander and Sky Blue match, which was needless to say, Sky Blue fucked her up. And Willow made the save. You know what I'm saying? I forgot how you saved on John's mom. That's hilarious. All right. Your mom's in my bedroom right now. All right. She ready for the cockapummy bumper. Sit up on my knee. All right. See, there's something I can fix. Like I said, they basically said that MJF is the devil. We had the exchange between Edge and Christian, which shocked the hell out of me because I kind of guessed that they are signed now. But Brian Keith and Devon Eriks were backstage, and they were the ones that break this up.
Yeah, they were breaking up the fight. Yeah.
And now apparently they are wrestling on Ring of Honor. So that means that they more than likely have signed with Ring of Honor. So shout out to Tony Khan for doing what I said. I said sign those boys. I said it, and I'm happy about it.
You did what you said.
You know what I'm saying? Good. But then we had this. Now, a lot of people are trying to figure out who these devil people were. They don't know if this is possibly Claudio and somebody. They think that it could be the Kingdom. But there was a freaking tweet that bugged me out, and I didn't post a picture on here. But once this shit went viral, and of course, as we know, the devil people won, Alexander Hammerstone decided he was going to post out a tweet, and the tweet says, "It's been a very long time since the three of us was together."
You don't think he's doing that on purpose, bro? Like, there's no way.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that to me. Because I want a Dynasty reunion. And I'm not talking about the TV show for old folks. I want a Dynasty reunion. So don't play with me. If you sign with All Elite Wrestling, make sure you guys give me that. But don't sit there and tease me as if you're a part of this devil faction. Don't do that. That's not fun. Because you are a free agent too. Don't do that. That's not cool. Don't fuck with my emotions, please. Okay?
Those two dudes under the hoods better be fucking good wrestlers because
oh my god.
You gave away a great tag team title feud match for the storyline. Right?
What tag team title feud? What are you talking about?
I hope they're good wrestlers.
Right? They have to be great.
Well, I don't have the picture, but then we had the sign after he lost this when Samoa Joe came back because he was injured before the match. And basically I said, pleasure doing business with you. Joe ended up looking directly at MJF. He cracked him on the back, hit him with a muscle buster, stood on top of him, and it is basically been revealed that he is working with the devil. So, needless to say, Samoa Joe is part of the devil faction.
Jack Perry comes back at World's End, by the way, so I hope y'all are ready for that.
It's going to be Adam Cole. Get over it.
No, he's not the devil. He comes back, I said.
Is he one of the goons?
No, get out of here. He's bigger than that. Get out of here. He's coming back he's coming back during the hook match. Yeah.
Is Jack Perry bigger than that?
Yeah.
All right. So what is your final thoughts, All-Star?
Free Jack Perry. Free Jack Perry. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year because we won't see you till 2024. It's been an awesome year with all of you. I have successfully done things this year I never could have imagined, and I've lost a lot this year. It was a very bipolar year. This year was extremely bipolar. This year was very Jaquez. But yet we are all here, and we are excited about the new year and everything it has to bring. I'm excited about Jaquez's music coming out. I'm asking you all to please go get mine if you haven't. I know many of you have. I appreciate the phone calls, the text messages, the inboxes, all of that. I have 3 projects out. One of them is a classic by the name of I have so many different projects. By the name of The Humble Ones, produced by Shin.com. You heard what he said.
A humble bun.
Then I did a collaboration with my brother Rick Montero. That project is called The God Report. And just recently with my wife and my friend Johnny, we dropped the Getting Money Money Haters Club. And I just froze. Perfect timing.
Great. I like that. We also have that the project coming out with me and All-Star called the J&J Connection.
Oh yeah. I didn't even know about that.
That's gonna be fire.
Or we call it the J&J Security. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? He did what Josh said. You know what? I hate you. Dark King, what is your final thoughts?
Dude, last show of the year, we're 91 shows deep. We wouldn't have this many shows if it wasn't for everyone tuning in.
91 strokes and Sin's mom. All right, sorry.
Dropping comments, just being involved. So, our entire universe, our entire community, like, thank you guys so much for keeping us alive. Definitely want to shout out to my brothers, All-Star, just doing the show with me, putting up with me, and my family, my brothers. Also, I want to just say that I was completely correct. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes are the 2 biggest stars in wrestling. I told you that years ago. I'm still right.
Give him his props.
So, just making sure that I'm completely correct. And
completely glazing. Okay.
This time, next week, new year, same time, same channel, Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast with my bros. Everyone keep tuning in, keep commenting, and we'll keep it moving.
Keep tuning in. No, I love you guys for real. I really do appreciate this show. And if I'm going to continue to be a heel and Jack Perry comes back a heel next year, I'm going to turn it up another notch. I've been saying this.
So my final thoughts. I hate this year. I just want to say fuck All Star and fuck Dark Kent. Rest in peace, Jamie. But that is why I hate this year. I've lost so many fucking people, including my grandmother. So quite frankly, I hate 2023. I appreciate all of you guys who has been rocking with us all year, but making sure that we got to where we are. Shout out to the fact that we are now hitting 91 episodes. But if I can be completely honest, I hate it this year. I'm never going to be the same. I'm trying every single day. I'm still grieving, and that's just that. But just pray for me. You know what I'm saying? Continue to pray for me because I'm not mentally okay, to be honest with a lot of y'all. And I can actually say that because this is my platform. You know what I'm saying? So I can express how I feel on my platform. So
I'm definitely praying for him. He wasn't too okay before it happened. So
you know what I'm saying? I got a lot worse, and it could have been a lot worse. But thanks to my brothers here, thanks to you guys, the fans, for tuning in every week, and thanks to people like checking on me. Shout out to my girl, my sisters, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Shout out to Janelle from Jobber's Tears, Sir Wilkes, Mr. Black. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Enforcer. Shout out to Rock and Reed. Shout out to Hill. Shout out to The Real Garland. Shout out to Stormy. Shout out to El Jefe. Trying to think of anybody that I'm missing. If I'm missing you, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do this offhand. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys next year. We will be rocking a little bit differently, right? Because we're going to change a little bit things up as we get closer to episode 100. We will have a brand new entrance. We will have a brand new entrance, an intro. You know what I'm saying? We're going to work on that.
We're also going to get the show within an hour and a half.
I mean, we ain't do too bad. Now we're just talking a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're going to get it there.
We'll try.
At 8, so we're good.
No promises. Yeah. But all right, guys.
That's my promise.
It is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast here every Thursday. We love y'all. Click that link in the video description to access all of our content. Make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and follow us on TikTok as well and Facebook. All right. So with that being said, it is Jaquez, All-Star, Dark Kent, wishing you guys a happy new year, and we'll see you guys next year. All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Perry.